Hello everybody, welcome to this beautiful video where I'm going to explain you the bar build order planner, or in short BARBOP, technical machine. You can do a lot of things with this guy and or girl, whatever you want to call it. It's BARBOP, so I would say it's a guy. Yeah, I built this to really create the possibility of making build orders. Of course, that's what it's all about. I'm building this since September last year and building this continuously. So yeah, it's getting really nice. So I have 3 input sheets, and in these input sheets you can plan your sequences, and I'm gonna show you how it works and then we can move on. So we have first what I call the commander sheet, the first input sheet, and this commander sheet is basically like this input sheet is my commander sheet because when you start any build, when you start any game, you have only your commander. So for this I like to call this my commander sheet. You can call it anything. For the purpose of your build order, doesn't matter, but for me in this example I'm gonna show it like this. So let's say we really want to do and optimize like our beginning build orders and see how efficient we can get. And this is what I like, min-maxing. It's amazing, min-maxing, oh my god. So we built ourselves some metal extractors, let's say 3. So you can see here, you can select actually any faction, any tier building, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, units, buildings, etc. Now let's see what we can do here. So we have the amount 3, and we are probably going to walk at least 2 seconds in between, or at least round about like 6 seconds in total. That's what I'm guessing. And we have the build power of 300. So if you like to add some builder, you can do this here. You can just press the plus button and it'll add automatically. If you change this manually here, when I click like this or this, it's not gonna change. The script is inside the plus and a minus. You can reset the workers, it's also really nice and handy. But for now, we're just gonna leave this for now. Here you can refresh, also a really nice function. Anyways, let's build the 3 metal extractors. There you go. We got the sequence, the name, metal per second, energy per second, the build time, faction, amount and delay walk. Amazing, right? Now let's add 3 winds. Oh, I'm always doing this. Wind turbines. I'm gonna build 3. They are all in near proximity, so we don't have to walk. We put this on 0. We build this after the metal extractor, and we are done. Add to sequence. Awesome, right? Now, what we want to do is we build a bot lab, because I like bot lab. I'm always building bot lab, but we only want to build 1. And yeah, we want to build this after the wind turbine, of course. We see here the values, the time, pretty interesting. Anyways, after the bot lab, now we have the bot lab. We can build bot lab stuff, units. But I don't want to change this sheet to make it much more complicated. That's why I created another input sheet. It's my bot lab. In this case, I can just select Armada units and we want to build some ticks. So we're gonna build 3. Let's see. They all have to walk out of the lab, so I'm gonna put 1 second walk time in. We want to build the tick after the bot lab is finished. And we are jumping directly to the graph sheet and spare you with all the details with the build order planning. Now that we are on the graph sheet, we have to set up our start parameters. So we can leave it like this, and we have to make sure the sim duration is not too long, not too short. Maximum of 500 sim duration is recommended. And then we can actually select the map that we want to play on. And after that, the wind and the tidal speed is going to be pulled from that sheet, but without the max value, because this still has to be inserted. Now we are going to pull the sequence, because now we have the setup ready. Now you can see all the sequences in a row, and we can start the simulation now. Now you can see all the details of the build order. You can see when it stalls, you can see your energy state, your metal state, and when something is finishing or when something is starting. Now, let's see what the graphs can do. You can toggle the graphs here. Kinda neat function. I love it. So these metal storage and energy storage are the main focus for you, because they show you where you stall pretty much instantly. Metal is always good, but the energy is stalling. So we have to, change our build in order to get more energy earlier. So now we're back. I changed a little bit the row. So I deleted one time the energy converter that was being built in between. We didn't have enough energy anyway, so why building energy converters makes no sense. So let's pull the sequence. I think I pulled it already, but make sure I have it, and then we are going to simulate this thing. Just gonna see what happens. Nice, looks like we're not stalling anymore. It's actually working. Whew, that was a problem. The fucking energy converters. Guys never built energy converters. Wow. Now you can see it works pretty well. But now, this is just a quick example on what you can do with it. And if you want to go back to this build, you can always save this. So what we do is we are going to, let's see. We're going to delete this one. Oh no. This is my second noob build. This is a little harder. Save. Press this, load. And it's going to load also the starting conditions, everything that you set up here, and also the final state of the, like how much metal storage and how much E storage you had in the end, how much buildings you built, and so on. So yeah, super nice, lots of fun to play around with. Now I'm gonna show you just a quick little thing that you can use, for example, if you want to compare buildings. So I have Armada buildings, let's say Advanced Solar. I'm gonna activate this sheet. Then I'm gonna go to input sheets 2, or no, let's go input sheets 3 and put in Advanced Solar. And then I click activate. Put here 300 because the commander has 300 build power on the first sheet. And now we see it here. I put both on Armada, right? Yeah. Okay, now I go to Cortex Buildings. It's the same name, but now you see the difference. This is kind of cool. You see exactly the difference. And also what you can do is, if you want to know how much things you can build, like simultaneously. This is super nice function. This was the first function that I built in this sheet. And if you activate like every sheet, you can see, for example, I'm gonna build Endless Winds with, let's say, with my commander. Why not? He's walking like around 1 second, doesn't really matter, but maybe it matters later. I want to build mazes also, just with maybe one con turret, with one con bot to increase the speed a little bit. And then I want to build energy converters to scale in the back with just a con, nothing more. And now, fourth is maybe a con that is, let's say, building a beamer on the front. And this is like a spike situation, right? Where he just builds one. But now we see the maximum required energy that we need in this moment. So, yeah, let's activate everything. Boom. Now you can see how much energy you need in total to do this. This is a really nice fast feature that this thing has, like one of my favorite ones, because you can actually simulate on these two. So if you want to see how the scaling works, you can put in like energy converters on one and wind turbines on the other, and some other permanent thing, like you print BotLab pawns endlessly, and then you want to see if you can actually do that, and yeah, how much build power you need, how much energy you need, whatever, and you can simulate, and it's really nice. If you want to use this, you probably have to have a Google Mail account. Otherwise, I don't know how it's going to work with the app script, if you can download that as well. I only use Google. So you make a copy. Okay, nice. I'm in here now. But then when you do something, it will ask you if you can enable the script, because it should not work normally. Now it asks you to give permission, and now you have to click here, advanced, and then you have to click this. After that, you just tick this one. I mean, you can also tick this one, this doesn't matter, to be honest. And then you have it. Now, if you find any bugs, problems, or if you have any idea on how to improve this thing, leave a comment or just write down in the Discord. I would love to hear that, and I hope you have a nice time in bar and you destroy some people with nice, optimized, super perfect timing buildings.